The mental health complex operated as a very large institutional program. When I went there, we staffed 900 beds. I would say that in terms of services that the county provided, it was probably 80% institutional. Community-based care was primarily group homes, not a lot of them, but group homes, and some outpatient clinics. I don't think we thought a lot about it until the lawsuit. The tax dollars went to support institutions. They're expensive to run. And so as we began to look at how we might create a system of services, it became apparent that there were a lot of better ways to do this, and that most of the people who lived in the long-term care sections for sure didn't need to be there, and that they could, with appropriate supports, live in the community. The lawsuit demanded actually certain numbers of services, and so as we worked to put those in place, this is weird, but it was fun. We created a kind of mission statement that said that we were out to make sure that people with mental illness led a life where they could live, love, work, and play. And to recognize that there was more to life than treatment of your mental illness. And so it was important that we could surround people with the supports that made them able to lead a full life. And that was very exciting.
The earliest programs served large cohorts that had been living here for years in long-term care. That program at the time was 48 people. Today we have 1,300 people served by that program, just about. And we have 17 CSP teams. And so we're really serving no less people than were served historically. It's just that they're no longer living in the hospital. They're being served effectively in the community. The tipping point was when these programs were more and more successful, there was less need for long-term care. And that's when you really saw the census here shrinking over time.
We have come to see these individuals, as people who were unlucky enough to get a mental illness. But that doesn't make them less important, less special. What I feel best about is that we really have moved or continue to strive toward a system that's person-centered, that is individualized, that isn't one size fits all. And that's a real blessing in this community. But there was a time when if you had a diagnosis, then you got discounted. And I think that the biggest change in the system, really, is that that's no longer